Hi designers, you're welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to sew this blazer jacket with an inseam finishing. This tutorial is a continuation of the previous tutorials. So if you are yet to watch the pattern drafting of the jacket, I'll be dropping the link to that in the description box for you to go ahead to check it out. This one is a continuation of that one. So if this looks like what you're interested in, please keep on watching. And if this is your first time on this channel, please click on the subscribe button, like, share, and also drop a comment. So here I'm going to cut out my fabric, and this is what I have after cutting. I marked 0.5 inch seam allowance all the way around except for the side. And this part here is the side front. This part here is the side back. And here I have the center front. So for the center front, I use my fabric to cut out both the lining and the main fashion fabric because you are going to be folding in the lapel this way. So you need to use your main fabric to cut out the lining on the center part of the jacket you are making. So this is the center back of the jacket. I also marked 0.5 inch all the way around. And here I have the collar of the jacket. I marked 0.5 inch all the way around. And I also cut out my fabric as the lining for the collar also. And this is the sleeve of the jacket. It's a basic long sleeve. I went ahead to cut out both my fabric and the lining. And also don't forget to add an interface to your fabric to give your fabric more stability. So this is how to cut out your pattern for the jackets we are making. So the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to start stitching the piece together. And the first thing I'm going to be doing is to join the side to the center panel. So this is the front of the jacket. I'll go ahead to join the side to the center panel, and I'll stitch the two pieces together. And I'll also be doing the same thing for the lining piece. I'm going to be stitching using 0.5 inch. So after joining the center part of the front together and the side, I'll be doing the same thing for the back. For the back, I'm going to be joining all the panels together because the back will not be having any opening. So I'll go ahead to quickly do this. So here I went ahead to join the center to the side, and this is what it looks like after sewing. I also went ahead to open up the seam and I gave it a good press. So this is what you should have after joining the center to the side of the front. And here I have the back. I also joined the back panel together. I opened up the seam and gave it a good press. And this is what the back of the blazer looks like after doing that. The next thing I'll go ahead to quickly do now is to join the front and the back together. So go ahead to place them together, making sure the good face are facing each other. Then you close up the side and also the shoulder area. And also you'll be doing the same thing for the lining part also. So here I have the lining. This is what the front of the lining look like after attaching the center to the side. This is what you should have. Go ahead to also iron this part. Then you go ahead to join the back together and also give it a good press. So I'll go ahead to join both the front and the back of the blazer like I did for the front. So whatever you do for the front, you're going to be doing the same thing for the back also. So here I went ahead to join the front and the back of the jacket together. This is what you have after doing that. I also opened up the seam and I ironed it. This is what you should have after you join the front and the back together. I also did the same thing for the lining piece. This is what the lining piece of the jacket looks like after joining the front and the back together. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to attach my sleeve to the jacket. So here is my sleeve. I also went ahead to join it together and I ironed it. I also opened up the seam and give it a good press. So it is very important to iron when making your jacket for you to have a good and a nice finishing. The next thing I'll go ahead to do now is to join the sleeve to the bodice like this, fabric to fabric and lining to lining. I'll head over to my sewing machine to quickly do this. And also after joining the sleeve to the bodice of the jacket, I'll also be working on the collar of the jacket. So here I have the collar of the jacket. Remember, I used the same fabric to cut out the lining piece and also the main fabric. So I'll go ahead to place my pattern on it, like you can see me doing in the video. So this cuff part is the part that will be sitting on the neckline, while this lower part is going to be the outer part of the collar. I hope you understand. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to head over to my sewing machine to join the two pieces together using 0.5 inch, and I'll be doing the same thing on this other side also. I'll join it together using 0.5 inch. After joining, I'll go ahead to close up this part. I'll place the two of them like this and I'll stitch them together and turn it over. So this part here is the part that you are going to be turning. I'm going to be turning from this side to the other side using 0.5 inch. After turning, I'll flip it over, give it a good press, then I'll come back to show you what to do next. So for this side here, I'm going to be stitching down by like 1 inch. Remember, we came in by 1 inch while drafting. I'll just stitch down there by like 1 inch and stop, and I'll do the same thing on the other side also. So here I went ahead to join the sleeve to the main bodice, and this is what it looks like after I was done doing that. And I also did the same thing for the lining. The next thing I'll go ahead to do now is to flip it over to the wrong side like you see me doing in the video. And here I have the lining piece of the jacket we are making. So I'll go ahead to place the two of them together, making sure the good face of the lining is facing the good face of my main fabric. Before joining the two of them together, I'll be attaching the collar. So here I have the collar. Like I see, they're going to be stitching 1 inch on the side. So after turning this upper part, you're going to go ahead to come in by 1 inch and stitch. After stitching, you create a notch, then flip it over, and you'll be having something like this. This is for the notch effect that you are going to be having on the jacket. So the next I'll be doing now is to attach the collar to the jacket. So go ahead to place the center of the collar to the center of your jacket like this. After doing that, you go ahead to place the center of the lining on it like this. So the collar is going to be in between your main fabric and your lining. After doing this, you're going to go ahead to stitch all the way to the front using 0.5 inch. You stitch following the shape you have on the neckline, and you have to be very careful while doing this. So when stitching, you notice that the collar will not get to the end of the fabric because of this effect you have here. So once you get to that point, just go ahead to stitch your fabric to your fabric alone. It's going to give us the notch effect you're going to be having on the jacket. After stitching the neckline area, you're going to come over to the lower part and stitch the lower part. So before sewing the lower part, I'll be trimming my lining by 0.5 inch because I don't want my lining piece and my main fabric to be the same. So I'll trim it before I go ahead to sew it. Once I'm done sewing the lower part, I'll head over to the side and I also close up the side using 0.5 inch. So I head over to my sewing machine to quickly do this. So first you're going to go ahead to stitch the neckline area. After stitching the neckline area, you head over to the hem and close up the hem, after which you go ahead to close up the sides. So yeah, I'm gonna ahead to join my lining to my main fabric, and this is what I have. The next thing I'll go ahead to now is to create notches on the lower part, on the side, and also on the neckline. Go ahead to create your notches so that it will be easy for you to turn the fabric over to the good face. So after creating the notch, I'm going to be creating a little opening on the center back. So you can go ahead to make your opening on either the side or the back. Just go ahead to create a little opening. This opening is going to be where I'm going to be using to turn my fabric over to the good face. So just go ahead to create a little opening. The wideness should be around 5 inch so that it will be easier for you to turn the fabric over to the good face. So after creating the opening, the next thing I'll go ahead to quickly do now is to turn the fabric over to the good face using the opening I have here. So you have to be careful while doing this so you don't end up ruining your fabric. So after turning over the jacket, this is what it's going to look like after turning. The next I'll be doing is to give it a very good press to have a neat finishing. So you need to iron your jacket very well if you want it to have a very neat finishing. Before I go ahead to iron, I'll go ahead to finish the sleeve. So I'll put my hand into the opening I have on the center back and I will pull out the sleeve. I'll be doing the same thing for the lining and also for my main fabric. Go ahead to pull out the sleeve like you see me doing in the video. So once you have pulled out the sleeve, the next thing you're going to be doing is to join the sleeve opening together. So you're going to go ahead to make sure that the side with the joining are aligning. So you pick the side with the joining and place them together, making sure they are facing each other. So the good face of your sleeve is going to be facing each other at this point. So go ahead to stitch all the way around the sleeve opening using 0.5 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead to illustrate with a pin so you know what the outcome is going to look like. Just watch what I'm doing. Make sure that the sleeve are facing each other like this. So I'll pin it down. I'll pin it all the way around. After pinning all the way around, I'll go ahead to pull it out for you to see the outcome of the sleeve after stitching together. So once you're done sewing, this is what the sleeve is going to look like. You're going to be having every seam hidden inside, and I'll be doing the same thing on this other side. It is very simple. Just go ahead to pull out your sleeve. Do the same thing for the other sleeve. Just pull it out. After pulling it out, go ahead to place it in such a way that the sleeve opening are facing each other, and also the parts with the joining is facing the part with the joining on your sleeve. So if you try the first time and it didn't come out right, it didn't come out well, go ahead to try it again and you will get it right. So I'll head over to my sewing machine to quickly do this, then I'll come back to show you the final look of the jacket. After fixing the sleeve, I'll also go ahead to close the opening on the center back using a needle and a thread. So after I was done stitching, this is what the jacket looks like. It came out really nice and very beautiful. If you found this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also drop a comment. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.